13 years old, and she's fighting a cancer that usually strikes adults. But Alyssa's attitude will blow you away.
Strong. It's probably the only word I can think of. Makes me feel strong.
She is something. Alyssa's parents say she used to be afraid to even go to the dentist because she thought it was going to hurt.
But this Rochester teenager had to dig deep for real courage when doctors handed her a frightening diagnosis earlier this year. Our Dr. McGeorge has Alyssa's story.
This all started when Alyssa noticed a large lump in her neck last fall. At first, no one was overly concerned, but when the lump didn't go away, doctors sent Alyssa for more extensive tests, leading to that devastating diagnosis. It was a day Alyssa's mom, Terry Kukla, will never forget, for all the worst reasons.
I had found out that morning that I had lost my job.
She had no idea an even bigger blow was coming.
Dr. Akai had called me that afternoon and said, this is highly suspicious for thyroid cancer, and I lost it.
She immediately called Alyssa's dad, Mike.
You hear those words and for a minute, everything stops.
How do you tell your 13-year-old daughter she has cancer?
They didn't really try and fluff it up or anything. They just told me straight out what it was. We cried a little bit and then it was just over.
As shock faded, the fight began. The thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland that produces hormones. It's located in the front part of the neck. Nearly 63,000 new cases of thyroid cancer are diagnosed each year in the U.S. Of those, only 2% are in children or teenagers.
It's very rare. It's also rare that kid thyroid cancer be this aggressive. Hers is a fairly aggressive form.
Dr. Begum Akai is a pediatric surgeon at Beaumont Children's Hospital in Royal Oak.
Treatment for thyroid cancer is mainly surgical. We remove the entire thyroid gland. If it has spread to the lymph nodes in the neck, then we have to remove all of the lymph nodes on that side of the neck as well.
Alyssa's cancer had already spread to lymph nodes on both sides of her neck. Alyssa would endure 2 major surgeries to remove her thyroid and more than 55 of her lymph nodes. Everyone was stunned by her strength.
She's amazing. I mean, she was more worried about her parents and her friends worrying about her.
Amazingly proud. She's come a long way.
Alyssa has a significant scar on her neck from the surgeries, but her attitude may surprise you.
I kind of like it because it makes me stronger. I mean, before I wasn't able to do anything, but now just feel like I could, not do everything, but almost everything. It makes me feel strong and gives me, life credit going through something that now, not a whole lot of people get to go through.
Alyssa's fight isn't over. She and her parents just returned from Texas, the closest place where the specialized radioactive iodine treatment she needed was available. The travel costs, lost work, and their portion of the medical bills have taken a major toll on the family's finances.
I've got to face how I'm going to go back to work but still be here and still be able to help her at home. So that's going to be the hard part.
Bills don't stop coming. You're missing time from work. All that stuff as an adult you worry about.
They try not to let Alyssa feel that pressure, but she knows.
It just mostly takes up most of their stress, if anything. It's not work, it's not, it's a little bit of the cancer, but it's mostly the financial troubles.
They've created a fundraising page for people who want to help Alyssa in her fight. They dream about using it to help other patients down the road.
Nobody should have to struggle to figure out where they're going to get the gas money to drive across the country for where their doctor that they're going to get the best treatment possible.
For now, their focus is on making sure Alyssa accomplishes one goal.
Live a long, healthy life. And just continue to be the caring individual that she is.
Now, Alyssa's responding well to treatment, but the risk for recurrence with this type of cancer in children is pretty significant, so she's going to need to be closely monitored by doctors going forward. Now, if you'd like to help her family, you can find a link to their fundraising page on the health page at clickondetroit.com. Back to you.
Ooh, that is one tough family, huh?
So inspiring.
Aren't
you need to hear stories like that. Then you stop sweating the small stuff.
Those scars, beautiful, too, by the way, Alyssa.